All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, warshippers of all ages, to the top of the winners bracket here in King of the Sea 15 International. We are looking at Penta and WND as we spawn into game one of their series here. Zath, talk to me about the Penta lineup here on Warriors Path.
Yeah, up to the north, Penta working their way to, looks like opposite ends for their battleships. We've got El Snackman's Ohio Sniper. We've got Angel Stone's Burgon. Interesting to see a Burgon early on. Very speedy ship. Swift and Silence, plus the engine boost is already active. And the special engine boost module, Kenny Mods Brisbane in front of him. In your typical setup, Blood Legends, typical setup, Marceau, typical setup, all heading towards the Alpha Cap. Heading towards the B Cap is the Daring. That's why you bring a Daring in competitive, it seems. Heading towards the B. We've got Viles Harugumo, typical setup. Snackman working his way towards B Cap. In front of them is John the Ruthless's. Brisbane, pretty much a full torpedo spec as usual. And a Kleber, that's bots using a reload module, not unique upgrade. Actually, pretty much going all guns, Raptor.
Indeed.
What do we got to the south for WND?
Well, with Des Moines and Ragnar on the ban list, WND is fielding. Let's have a look over here at their ace flank. Fazy's Montana. Fairly typical sort of thing. Now, they're also fielding a Bragonia. That's WCG Rider. Fazy looking like he's probably going to hang a little more towards mid, but the Bragonia, just like Angel Stone to the north, having his speed boost cranking out, he is already headed over hard to A. In front of him, No Name's Brisbane. Ertug's Harugumo, obviously to bring the smoke for No Name's Brisbane. And a pair of Klebers, that is Ferry and Mixa, in similar but not identical builds there. Ferry leaning a little more into the guns. Mixa leading a little more into, well, with the RPF there. So one of those Klebers having RPF. Eobard's Daring.
Yeah, the two of them working together that way.
Yes. Eobard's Daring playing the opposite number to Shriver's Daring here across the B-cap. Backed up by Russia's Moskva. And then over here at C, a lone Marseille. This is DNO. Going to try and hold the back door open against all of this Penta force over here at the C-cap. I have a sneaking suspicion DNO is going to be out of here before too long, Zath. I think he's highly likely to be the first casualty for WND.
So, while we were talking about this with the replay deep dive, from the south side, this map, it's very difficult to push C from the south, but it's relatively easy to hold it from the south because of that lip right by Dino.
Yes.
Now, interestingly enough, he's not choosing to use that lip.
Nope.
Instead,
setting
just
up
kind of coming out and saying, go ahead and shoot me.
Setting up to kite here. Catching Bots' Kleber on the surface. His secondary's popping off. He had AP in the barrel, so he takes the shot anyway. Nothing.
But look at all the torps that are already coming for this location. I'm really surprised he came out from that lip, but we'll see what happens.
Very
Once
obviously,
that fizzles already.
Very obviously set up to kite from here. And his hydro ticking. You can see these torpedoes crawling up his stern. I don't think, actually, he'll be able to find a gap here. Doesn't need it anyway.
There it is.
Now, we don't normally see Marseille set up to kite, Zath. This is an unusual way to use this ship. At least in my experience.
It's designed to kite, but it's designed to live as long as possible while kiting because of that ginormous hit point pool.
True. I mean, a kiting ship with all of its turrets forward feels odd, but that's what we're doing here at sea. Meanwhile, Mixa and Ferry rotating back due east along the F line, headed over to B, leaving A in the capable hands of their teammates to play defense.
WND's battleships, both sterns pointed north.
Yeah.
Weird. Angel Stone's battleship stern pointed south. It's like both teams are come at me.
Yeah.
But neither's gonna do it. Except look at the Kleber ball.
Yeah, They're
heading to B.
Yeah, the Bragonia positions, I understand. Fazy's Montana feels like maybe he rotated a little too far to the east. They're bringing him back west now. I have a sneaking suspicion he's going to end up trying to help combat this push down the sea line, Zath.
I mean, it makes sense. And maybe that's the idea with the Marseille, too, is to get them to commit to this push because they think, oh, we can get this guy. And then the Montana shows up and claps.
It is possible.
We'll see.
Eobard's Daring stepping onto B. I'm expecting that to draw out the radar from Blood Legend. There it is. Now, who's going to put shots downrange on him, though?
The problem with that radar is it catches both WND's Clay Bears.
Yeah, I feel like maybe they... you almost feel like that's a calculated play, right? Like they want you to know where those guys are. Because you know as soon as Eobard steps onto the cap, he's going to get radared.
Mm-hmm. Well, as soon as that radar goes down, at least there's going to be 2 or if not 3 destroyers going right into the B cap.
Zath, I think Marcello
Radar is out.
I think Marcello over here on the 2 line took a torpedo. His Harugumo is quite low, and I don't think there's been any major gunfights over here. It's all been torpedo spam.
Yeah, you might be right about that.
Snackman's Ohio turning into the channel here between B and C. I don't think I saw this coming, but FaZe's Montana kind of in a position to sort of set up for it.
You know, it's interesting. Usually when we see battleships going through the channel in King of the Sea, that signals oof. So we'll have to see what Snackman's able to do with that Ohio in that spot. You can see he's choosing not to pull forward.
You almost have to wonder now, DNO turned all the way around. He's on the J line. He knows... he knows now the Ohio will have no shots on him. You almost have to wonder, why wouldn't you maybe turn around and push the Harugumo a little bit? Hydro's available.
You know what? He very well might do that. As a matter of fact, it's almost like he was listening because look at what he's done.
Well, he's slowing down. He's
making
turning.
the turn.
Yeah, and now he's...
caught Vile.
Yeah, well, Vile opened up with his guns. Montana salvo coming in now on John. Solid hit.
Decent hit. Thing though is that Dino is just so low. Nice hit there, yeah.
Yeah, Vile definitely taking a hit there. It's about a 100-point lead here. Go ahead.
Snackman reversing with his plane up. I'll bet you he's trying to... Maybe they're trying to bait Dino into turning around.
Oh, Zath, look at the Kleber's. Mixa and Ferry are headed this way. They're determined to get Vile. They're gonna come down here and punish this push. They get it. They pick up the kill.
Takes him down.
220-point lead now for WND. 8 minutes in. DNO still clinging to life as the Ohio. Snackman reversing. Trying to get some shells on Dino, who's dark now.
Yep. Nice decision there. He still takes one in the butt.
Yeah.
But really good decision there not to turn completely around. And now you've got these 2 Kleber's that are just going to get in the face of, well, the Brisbane, the Ohio. They could take their pick.
Do you rush the Ohio from that position, Zath? Probably. I feel like that's a bad idea because the Ohio's quick and he can just go forward back into that channel.
I think from that position, you take out the Brisbane, but
yeah,
we'll see which they choose for.
They've certainly got the opportunity to pick up the kill on the Brisbane. Ferry now opening up with his reload booster. FaZe's shells going in. It almost feels like WND kind of set up specifically to punish this push, Zath. They knew Penta would try a push here, and they came almost with a strategy, I won't say designed specifically to counter it, but certainly one flexible enough that it could counter this sort of thing. Oh, Dino gets his revenge.
Dino does get his revenge, and that will allow him to go dark and heal up. Snackman will have maybe one more salvo. Nope, Dino's empty. He's already gone.
Yep.
He's already dark.
Dino's already dark as Snackman, I think, is behind the island cutting off LOS.
I gotta wonder, what is Bots doing with the Kleber? Looks like he's starting to head into the B cap now.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure. It feels like WND has used their Klebers better for sure. 380-point lead here for WND as we get close to the halfway mark of the game. They're going to blind fire Shriver in this daring smoke, much like we saw last game. Just keep punching shells in there.
They got him.
Keep resetting him. They did. Got another fire lit on him, I thought, for a moment.
Ah, there we go. All right. So Bots replaces
Yep.
the daring in the B cap.
That keeps the pressure on. They know where the daring is. They have no idea where the Kleber is. That's the difference.
That's exactly right. Now, as the rush comes, Moskva has radar range, but that radar is inoperative for another 50 seconds. So Penta will flip the B cap.
Penta not idle,
And they're
though.
also flipping A.
Exactly. Kenny Mods Brisbane stepping onto A, getting a little cheeky here. No names Brisbane. Picking him up on radar, shoving those shells downrange to try and keep him reset.
Oh, look at the Klebers, Raptor. They are going to they're going to surround Snackman.
Oh, yep. I see it now. They're waiting. It looks like, well, they both pulled up their brakes, actually.
I think they're just waiting for the go.
Could be. Ferry's moving. Mix is holding.
So Ferry's going to get detected. Snackman's going to instinctively react by moving forward. They're going to wait a little bit extra. Nope.
No, Ferry's not detected. He's just sitting there holding those points back, right?
Right.
There comes the radar. They're keeping an eye on the Ohio.
Waiting for that radar.
Maybe I think they wanted better information. So that seems like a smart play. Holding for the radar there.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to know where the daring was, and now that they know, they're going to drive him back. Kleber shells, Montana shells. Big hit from the Montana. Fazy's Montana driving AP right up the stern of Shriver's daring.
All the shells coming in and missing.
Yep, he's still alive in there. Now the Marseille. D&O starting to land shells on Snackman cheekily back here while he can, undetected. D&O's played a brilliant game in that Marseille, managing to keep it alive. Out of heels, but still alive.
Shriver is still burning, but he will survive for now.
3 minutes on the timer. Each team ticking up a cap, a 300-point lead for WND. Now the Kleber is lit. How is Ferry lit? I think he's getting spotted by the plane.
Yes.
Yep. The Ohio spotter plane occasionally picking up Ferry's Kleber. So Snackman knows he's there. Not a secret.
But you can see Penta now has rotated bots to a position to prevent Kleber rush.
Yes. And they've also come hard with Angel Stone's Bergonia into A in a moment. Now Penta is the only one ticking up points. WND has a 2-ship lead, but at the moment, no positive health gain, Saf. I mean, no positive health gain. No
Agreed.
Positive points.
Well, the problem with getting all these units in position to deal with Snackman's Ohio, there they go, is that they pull units off from the rest of the board.
Yep, the Kleber rush is on. Here we go.
This is it. Don't get scared now.
Good luck. We're all counting on you.
That's right. That's right.
No.
That'll do it. Snackman's going to go out right here.
Kleber's in the hands of these players is not. That's not an engagement you're getting excited about. It pushes up WND to over 900 points. They'll reverse Ferry into the C cap and flip that one very quickly.
That's right. In the meantime, they're going to have to just go into B, right? Like,
well,
Legend knows it's coming.
They've certainly got the forces to do it. I mean, at this point, you could drive Fazy into the B cap.
Look at Mike's Kleber.
Yeah.
This could be catastrophic.
I think they're going to lose Mixer right here. Maybe one on the stern. Whoa!
No.
What did I just watch exactly? Wow.
Cue the Euro beats.
Seriously. Wow. Blood Legend's still got plenty of radar. I'm sure Mix is stepping on this cap's going to draw one out. There we go. WND ticking up points again.
That's right. Striver was detected for a little bit, being shot at by the Bergon. There we go. Mike's gets into B. Oh, look, a radar.
Hey, look. I'm shocked to discover Blood Legend using his tool to prevent this cap from occurring.
Yeah, but he's hurting.
Yeah, they've been doing a really good job of just slowly, steadily whittling down his health pool all game. He's still got a couple of heals left, but if they land the damage at the right time, they can convert this kill. Montana salvo going in, nothing doing.
There's that DCP.
Trying to
And
get
they
that.
land a permanent fire.
I said they're trying to get the fire on him. That's the key right now. Keep throwing HE at him until you get him to light.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
If Blood Legend dies,
There.
that's game.
Well, and he just kicked. There's the fire. So we're seconds now from the wind, and there it is.
There it is.
Wow. Wow, Zath. A flawless victory from WND here in game 1, not even losing a ship.
Yeah, you know, a fantastic battle between both teams. WND, I was really excited to see them play last weekend. We missed the match where they took out every single one of Penta's ships, but like Penta's not out. We know that they're the favorite to win. I have a feeling we're going to see some interesting stuff next game, Raptor.
I look forward to it. This game was fascinating, and you just don't see this. I don't know, Zath. This felt like a really bad loss for Penta to me, and that's unusual for them. So we'll see how they recover in game 2.
Agreed. Let's throw it back to the studio, let them analyze for a bit, and we'll see you soon.